glad they fucking do. They literally fucking sit there and stink the whole place up.
Like,
Wait, hold on. When was that policy added?
recently this year.
Bruh. Good.
Can I say this right now?
What?
I am surprised that for that place, it took them until right now to put in a smell policy. Even though for somebody, me, who's been playing Magic the Gathering for a year, Pokemon TCG for 2 years, and I've seen the history of it for 30 years, apparently that's been 30 years since it launched, they had a smell policy literally 25 years ago minimum.
Dude,
I can't guarantee Game Zone's future, but other game shops are starting to implement that rule. The reason I say Game Zone future, because they're planning on building downtown in Lemon Grove. I'm not sure how to feel about that.
A lot of card shops already have been doing smell policies as far as back as I can remember.
They need to do
partially thanks to Yu-Gi-Oh, because Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. You lose for like the tournaments. They like make you lose life points.
I was gonna say not me stuttering on stream. Strategically speaking, speech impediment. Pokemon had way more plays than Yu-Gi-Oh. Think on that.
Way more plays?
Yu-Gi-Oh was in the bottom of the food chain. Pokemon was climbing along with Magic.
I thought Magic was higher than Pokemon. Magic went lower than Pokemon rose.
It was a brief period of staleness from Pokemon at one point, and Magic was climbing, but Pokemon was striving more than Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day.
I can give you a definitive answer. I've played almost literally all the card games. I'm an avatar for this show. I'm not some avatar. Look, Pokemon TCG throughout its history has fallen into one of 3 archetypes mainly, sometimes 4 if the meta really feels like bringing that up again every 5 years or 10. Yu-Gi-Oh has at minimum, as far as I go, 5 different archetypes. Magic the Gathering has about 6 archetypes that are recognized, 5 in different formats. Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic are fighting in position of being like the most interesting games to see at, because each deck, more likely than not, is going to have a different play pattern. While Pokemon, always baseline, it's going to be draw, win condition coming out sooner than my opponents, deny my opponents by killing their early game conditions, win game. The only difference between the Pokemon decks... There you go. The only difference in between each of the Pokemon decks that I've noticed is that it's what their win condition is at. So it could be draw, I'm gonna force your hand into being ass, draw, I'll bring out this busted Pokemon early enough into the game, or draw until I can get a really fucked board. But it's always, I have to draw aggressively. It's not like in Yu-Gi-Oh where like, oh, you can have like a nice hand, and when you draw, it's like a really strong effect. No, drawing is like the main thing of it. It's not like in Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh where drawing is like super restricted. That's why I think Pokemon's play pattern has been the least interesting for history. When they come with things like they bring in the sets.
Bro, how am I going to this fucking...
When they bring in what?
So whenever they bring in the sets unique gimmick. So for example, I want to say Sword and Shield Lost Origins brought back the Lost Zone. Then the set before it brought in the GXs. Then before that was the EXs and Megas.
Quick.
You know, in my offense, I think Yu-Gi-Oh couldn't continue on since the creator passed away.
That's the sad thing, yeah.
So Yu-Gi-Oh is at a limbo right now.
Yeah, it does feel like it's in a limbo right now. Even with somebody who's newer into Yu-Gi-Oh, it feels like they don't have like a solid idea of what to do next. It's like kind of seeing Crash Bandicoot. They had a good idea for a while, and then the developers dropped him, and then now he's like going house to house on Limbo.
Because fucking Universal Studio. Don't get me started with that.
That's a whole other thing. That's for another day.
Bitches.
What else?
Now we're getting a Netflix and movie of Crash Bandicoot.
Really? That's crazy.
That was crazy.
The last time Activision made a TV show. Actually, wait, Activision made a really good TV show back in the day. It was Skylanders.
It was
Holy
fine.
shit. I remember those things.
I just didn't like it when they gave Crash Bandicoot a voice.
They should not have added that marsupial into a Skylands episode.
Episodes. I hated that he was.
I like when Cinder was actually in the series.
That was fun. But I mean, you kind of have to feel bad about Spyro.
Do I?
I mean, originally Skylanders was gonna be fully around Spyro, but then it became Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure, and then he didn't care about much about it, except for like the nice gradual marketing, so that people who played Spyro can get into it.
That because we shit talked that whole Spyro design when it first came out. I remember that. I was in like, well, how old was I? I had to be 15 when that game first came out.
Not even that. I mean, like back in its conceptual stages before people.
Skylanders, not Spyro. I wasn't even born when Skylanders came out.
I was part of the demographic when Skylanders was coming out, and honestly, yeah, I kind of feel bad for the purple reptile. Because
hold on.
Here,
You are not gonna call him a reptile. Let's not go there. You are not gonna call. You are not gonna call.
He's not a dragon.
He is a dragon.
He is a dragon. Kendrick,
Why my dumbass thought a reptile was a lizard?
It is.
Well, it is.
In a way.
Hold on, Kendrick. You know, I think by now I thought you would have you would have been not understand, but like would have been like fine with me mislabeling every single game character I come across. For Christ's sake, I literally call Mario sometimes a diabetic plumber or diabetic doctor.
Why is he diabetic? Actually, I can see it though.
You gotta bring humor into life sometimes. Like, just like calling the game characters by the wrong thing. Leon right now, I call him Alzheimer's patient. Because he gave a fat gun to a 15-year-old kid. Leon?
Leon from Resident Evil?
Because in Resident Evil, when he's a bit more older now, he gave a big gun to like this frail-looking kid.
Dude.
Who in the right mind?
I thought she was like 30 though. Wasn't she just like a fucking chud loser?
I'm glad I'm live streaming this. This is peak comedy.
You know, maybe we should stop talking because I don't like being in streams that often. Yeah, I'll cut with the jokes. I'm sorry, y'all. Alright, goodbye. Good night.
What?
I left a horrible digital footprint. I thought this call wasn't being streamed.
Oh, I was being streamed like.
Said the most heinous shit ever.
It's not the worst that's been said.
I don't think
here.
you said anything that bad, to be honest.
No, I do try to keep it grounded.
Look, the only time I probably won't stream is when I'm trying to not test the lux around Dawn and freaking Juan together crashing out. I was like, I might be able to get away with it, but then I'm like,
Bandit.
See, it's because also half of the things that I said I'm usually used to like talking to other people who are in the same, not crazy jokes where like they're genuinely offensive. But like, again, in the same lines of calling Leon and Alzheimer's, you know?
Dark.
but these are video game characters. Like for example, like
But that's
Ash was a crybaby a lot back in the day.
She was. Leon!
He was a pussy ass bitch. You see, I said it and nothing happened.
No,
Yeah,
but like
watch
what I mean by is like those kinds of jokes. I feel like there's a thin barrier and that's why I try to take them seriously sometimes, even though I'm joking about it. There's a thin line where it's like you're joking about it, and then you're trying to actually send a message about it through the video game. Does that make any sense?
Oh yeah, you're watching my screen share. What do you think of this team?
You're so considerate for thinking that way.
I try to keep it in that very thin line, because if you pass it over, yeah, you're gonna be offensive. And then if you say that same joke, more likely not, it's not gonna land. And then, well, good job, you made a joke sound not funny.
Yeah.
So that's why I try to be really considerate about it. And then I also exclude certain jokes where I know for sure I haven't heard anyone use it before. If I haven't heard anyone use it before, I'm not gonna try to get into that niche, because I know 9 out of 10 times I'm gonna be offensive about it. Just because by accident it's gonna be offensive. Or on purpose it's gonna be offensive.
About to piss people off with this moveset.
Anyways, let's see that team.
Hang on.
So yeah, I do try to be considerate about it, and then trying to listen to it, lean on the moment. And that's why I usually don't like talking these kinds of jokes in streams. Because it is a very thin line that you have to walk, and if you miss it, you're gonna be labeled as super offensive, and for good reasons at that.
Well, if it makes you feel better, OBS recently updated to where it is shadow blocks Discord visual. Shows no signs of Discord whatsoever. Just a voice.
Hear me.
No, like if I put Discord on my screen, you won't see it. You'll just see my desktop wallpaper. That's how crazy it is. Oh yeah, they can't hear you.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm afraid of. I don't care if they see my thing. I care about if they can hear my voice, if they can hear me sing.
Yeah, I
it's
get
much
you.
like public speaking. I could put on a mask on, but they'll still know what I sound like.
I was public speaking. They were like, I feel like you put so much effort on that Purple Line Charlie conversation. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, did you present that?
Yeah. Until I realized the slides were mixed up.
It's fine. You just gotta improvise. That's all you should do. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Let's keep this scene. Are we trying to go off meta?
Maybe, yeah. Also, I realized they fixed the Switch 2 version finally. Took them 2 months.
Yay.
It's 60 frames again. And it plays at a resolution they promise it does. Okay, I don't know about Dragon Knight. I don't know I have Dragon Knight in here.
Right now, my main concern here is 3 Pokemons are holding Mega Stones, and we don't have a really solid support Pokemon.
These are the Pokemons I have so far. Actually,
okay.
Please hold.
Yeah, because I was about to start saying some other stuff. Because I could understand you having 3 Mega Stone Pokemons if you're off meta play, is picking 1 Mega Pokemon, picking the 2 other Pokemons that aren't holding a Mega Stone, and a support Pokemon. That way your team is very flexible into going into meta picks. But then the problem with that is that 2 of your 3 Mega Pokemons that you have are just gonna be duds, because you can't bring 2 Mega Pokemons at the same time, and then Mega Evolve 1, because then that means the second Mega Pokemon is gonna be an itemless Pokemon with an item, which in this meta is like the last thing you want to do right now, especially with knockoff going around a lot. I might be a little bit behind the meta though, so I'm not sure what's going on right now.
I'm very tempting to try to beat ZA to get more Pokemons. Slap it into home because I got some pretty.
Too bad.
Yeah. Cause like.
Anyways, before I got cut off and going into that side conversation too, when I cut
Look,
myself
it's
off.
game over once this guy comes on his Pokemon.
Champions.
Yeah.
It's game over if they add in Rayquaza.
My homie Ray Ray.
Oh
It's
my
game
god.
over if they add in Groudon, Kyogre, let alone any of the legendary Pokemons.
Look,
Urshifu
it's
coming
dude,
back.
it's the Blood and Crips. The Blood and Crips.
Oh my god.
And then you have the Peacemaker.
Homie Ray Ray.
Yeah, honestly,
You know
the
what?
reason why I
Speaking
thought
of
about-
Buzzwole, I need to play a match of Pokemon Pokemon Unite. I need to play a match of Unite with Buzzwole. I like bullying people in that game. It's the one character they never nerf or buff.
Well, it's like the Winston of Pokemon Unite.
Winston.
You see how nasty I play with that character?
Who, Buzzwole?
Yeah.
I haven't seen you play Buzzwole specifically. Not yet. I've seen you play Unite before, but not with Buzzwole.
I used to be addicted to this game.
Dude, right now I've just been getting my Winston gameplay in whenever I was playing Overwatch like a few days ago. Tell me why every time they try to counterpick me when I'm going Winston, they go Diva. Make that make
You see,
sense.
Diva's not going to be a pick-me anymore once her bestie comes into the game in a few weeks.
I think yes, but at the same time no, because Demon is gonna be a bruiser, unlike Diva, who's a dive tank. So there's still an excuse to play Diva instead of Demon.
Look, I feel like I will main Demon if I can wield that giant sword around and slice people. If she plays like Angela, I'll main her.
I mean, why not play Vendetta?
No. I should learn how to play Vendetta. And then I could play the other character that's plays similar to Vendetta. You know, maybe I will practice my Vendetta this weekend.
I played Vendetta a little bit. She's fun, but I can understand why people don't like her at times. Also, one of the more recent voice lines, low-key, like, she really fucking hates Venture.
So, lore speaking, off topic, Korra is the oldest avatar to be alive that was alive.
As far as I go, yes.
Because that white hair, that signifies she had to be in her 60 or 70.
It's
Or
because usually
50s.
waterbenders, in lore at least, they tend to be like the group who lives for the longest, aside from airbenders. But since most airbenders are extinct, yeah, waterbenders are like second best. Just because they're really spiritually connected and type shit like that. I don't know. They're waterbenders. They drink water. They drink their water. That's my excuse. Never mind. Forget lore. They're water. They drink water. Water healthy.
Water healthy.
I don't know,
water
man.
so much.
I can't defend Korra. I thought about defending her, but more looking into it, I'm like,
No, even in the series where like she's prominent, of course, like there's not a lot of good points to defend on because she was a bad girlfriend twice.
We could talk about
Before
how she
going-
slept around with the whole Avatar gang. You don't see Aang doing that.
Exactly. Like that's
That-
what I
that
mean.
pissed
Like she
me
was a
off.
bad
I'm like-
girlfriend. I could understand having a bad relationship with one and then bouncing to Asami immediately. But what do you mean you try to get in on a relationship with Bolin, your ex's brother?
First it was Bolin, and then it was the other brother, and now it's the Asami, and I'm like,
You don't have to
okay,
be jumping around like that. God.
I like that you're experimenting. Okay, I like that for you, but it's like, girl, you got
The
your
fact
ass
that-
whooped by Karua. You could have just, bloodband her, but you got ass whooped by a earthbender.
Okay, see, the thing is that Korra feels like low-key really bad about bloodbending, plus she doesn't know how to do it. She was never taught how to bloodbend.
If she can metal bend, she can bloodbend.
No.
That's another thing. She was a metal bender, and she got her butt whooped.
See, now that's fair.
And I don't want to hear he's because she was in. No, Aang in his prime wasn't even using Avatar Say to mollywop people. You see, Katara was banging with the two hands. She could bloodbend and choke someone with water at the same time. But you, Korra, come on, come on. I hope these twins put more of a show than what she did in the Korra series.
Hopefully, they probably will. Hopefully,
I'm already liking this air nomad. He has that Hyuga vibe for some reason. That gentle fist was interesting. I'm like, okay, so who's your? Because he looks familiar. He looks like an Aang descendant with hair.
I think to an extent they have to be regardless, because Aang had to restart the Air Nation.
Well, now now all the nation's dead.
Yeah, but then of course, like what happened thanks to Korra. I don't really like giving her credit for her, but she did revive the Air Nomad Nation technically by releasing the spirits.
Hey, in the comics, Aang found the Bisons, so it was a team effort.
It was a team effort, but like you brought back a species. I feel like bringing back a species and bringing back a whole culture, they're like on their own leagues, you know. It's like if one guy said, "Oh, hey, I repopulated the panda species, right?" And then the other guy right next to you says, "Oh, I have reignited the entirety of the Aztec culture." Like, still cool that you brought back the pandas, but like, you look at the other and you're like, "Whoa, what do you mean you brought back the Aztecs?" You know? That's why I don't like giving Korra credit for it, but like you have to recognize that she did bring them back. Sure, Aang's kid helped out for the most part to actually teach them about air nomad traditions or whatever, but it was really Korra who even brought them back in the first place, because otherwise most of those guys would have never come close to touching a temple in their life. At all. Unless if they were a geek for Air Nomad nations or Air Nomad culture, then they would have done that. Much like the Acolytes. Yeah, true. There's always those guys. I forgot they existed. I'm so sorry, Acolytes. Another thing that never made sense to me. What do you mean that all the Airbender spirit went to these people who aren't even related to the Air Nomads? But none of the Acolytes who willingly joined the nation, willingly followed their ways, and enjoyed being an air nomad, didn't get any of the airbending. They deserved it more.
Some bullshittery right there too.
God.
Now what? Now she over here getting brainwashed by that one red Mudaka. What was his name?
I think so, but I'm not sure on that.
She looks like she's possessed. She looks possessed in that trailer. But once again, they warn her in the comics, if the spirit world is stayed open and if something catastrophic happens, this will be your fault.
I think everything has to be Korra's fault. You can't even point it to the other. See, that's why I feel bad about the new avatars, because the avatar cycle always has like the obvious pattern of like, oh, the avatar's like previous biggest mistake becomes the avatar's job to solve it. It's like, you know, Avatar Roku not killing his brother or whatever. Now it's Aang's job to like fix the Fire Nation so that they end the war. And then Aang's issue was like he never properly one, it was the nomads, but two, he also didn't help a lot with the cultures clashing together more often than not, and the political side of it. So now it's Korra's job to deal with that. Oh, and Korra now made the new Avatar deal with like the entirety of the world hate the Avatar.
Oh yeah. Wait, no! You missed the biggest key part of your argument. She got rid of all the past.
No, but what I'm saying is like, each avatar makes their past actions, and now the consequences of the new avatar living in it, now it's their problem to fix it.
And their only spiritual assistant is just Korra. There's no more previous avatars.
I feel like the reason why, in a way, they wrote it like that is so that there isn't an easy cheat of like the new avatar just contacting anyone else but Korra. Because I mean, I'm sorry, but like, do you think you would really, if you were the next avatar in line, right? You're the new Earthbender, all cool, la di da di da, and then you call him Korra, and then you realize that she was the one who caused all this and everything. Would you really call upon her the next time you need the like previous avatar's help? No, you're gonna go to Aang or Roku, anyone else. God.
God.
It could have been a cool little bit of like an arc where like, you know, maybe the new avatar learns to respect Korra or whatever, and then gets to talk to Korra more often than not. Yeah, we get a little buddy there, and then understand the differences or whatever. But like, I mean, Korra ruined the avatar cycle, so I don't think we're gonna get that anytime soon.
Some bullshit.
At least it's never gonna be as bad as Smart Bricks. I still hate those.
It could have been just a simple thing like, oh my god, I accidentally annihilate this group. Now you're gonna have to help fix the issue. No, you destroy a whole world. You destroyed a whole world. Geomagic storms. People think you're an evil villain destroying Republic City.
See, I never got. I want to at least watch the series to understand why Republic City was destroyed to begin with.
Because I know that's Republic City. Also, I think I saw Asami in that trailer.
Old Asami?
Yes.
How would you feel about it? Because they probably got married by then, but how would you feel if like your wife did all that shit? Go! I don't know.
I would have went Widow, said I don't know that person. You're gonna ruin my credibility. Would you openly admit your ex-partner murdered someone or a whole world? It just be.
It doesn't come up in conversation regularly.
Eric, I was about to call your name like you was in the game with me.
Call out Squirrel, man. Like, I'm sorry, Jigglypuff. Yeah, Jigglypuff is in the team.
Why the fuck Jigglypuff is not at the top? I'm curious.
Swap them around, Jigglypuff and Squirrel. I think that's a good call, no? Yeah, Jigglypuff on top lane, put Squirrel on bottom lane.
Or tomorrow.
Hey, at least your SSD gets here today.
Yay! Actually, I'm really excited about that.
Everyone wins.
More
Yay.
space.
Finally. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.
Later,
Later. Ooh.
What's up with the naming convention of like Xbox during the 360 era?
I'll be honest with you. Microsoft was toying with people when they revealed it as Xbox One. Everybody kept trying to call us Xbox 720. I'm trying to figure out where they get 720 from.
You see, it's because 360 it refers to like the 360 degrees. 720 refers to the additional axes. Or do you want to know the more stupider? Like, that's the stupidest explanation. Do you want to know what the actual explanation was? What do you get when you multiply 360 by 2?
Oh, no, don't have me do math. Math
That's
is not
right,
my strong
720. Literally, all they were calling the Xbox, the reason why they're calling it, I think, personally, the reason why they're calling it 720 is because since it's going to be the next gen 360 console, 360, and then you're basically doubling the power of it, makes sense, 720. I don't know, I think it was probably... It's weird. No, what I meant by the name convention, so like, for example, you have the Xbox 360 Core, Arcade, Elite, and Pro model. And in some of the boxes for like the Elite models for 360, then when they use the, you know how like they do like side-by-side comparisons of like their stats or whatever? They didn't even bother bringing up the Core into question. Most of the times they're referring to the Pro as like base 360 for whatever god-given reason. I don't know. Xbox has always never made sense to me. At least PlayStation I understood.
Now, how are they scoring all together?
Because they're using the power of friendship.
This ain't fairy tales.
Also because half of them are psychic or fairy types. Or both. So, very fantasy.
Don't give up!
That is their team comp. The only one who isn't so far from what I can see on the board is Lucario. What do you mean the rest of the teams are either psychic or fairies? Something isn't right here. Why isn't Greninja taking advantage of this? Or Absol? They should be like stomping them right now with the typing advantage.
They're disappointing me. If I derank because of these bastards,
You have good grounds to execute them live.
deception. You put a sleep powder on me?
Yeah.
Blastoise, why are we not going to... Oh my god. This is why we're losing. Because nobody's not dunking with me.
There you go, buddy. There you go.
Oh my god, I'm losing to a Wigglytuff. I should
With a Wigglytuff.
I should have just live streamed Rivals.
You can do it!
I have more kills than him.
Pride. Oh god. much as I'd love to be addicted to Splatoon Raiders, we might need to like put a stop on that.